say what everyone's thinking, but Melbourne won't dare say. D's are better off without Brodie Grundy. Sorry, handsome. Welcome back to AFL from LA. I'm your host, Cindy. I am here at the world-famous Santa Monica Pier. Many of you might recognize it from awesome movies like Iron Man, Rocky III, and Forrest Gump, where, spoiler alert, Tom Hanks ends his famous run at the end of the pier. AFL officials were seen warning the Bulldogs and the Swans that their game was up against Wimbledon, the Tour de France, and the Barbie movie, and told them they needed to keep things bloody close or else. Boy, did they. That game was tighter than a pair of Nathan Buckley's jeans. Tom Papley, celebrating his 27th birthday, decided to gift himself 4 goals and led the Swans to a 2-point nail-biting victory. In the presser, John Longmire revealed that Papley had suffered cracked ribs earlier in the season. When asked whether it was due to Papley's post-goal celebrations, Longmire declined to comment. The Bulldogs started strong, taking 6 marks inside 50 and kicking 5 goals. Their handball game was slicing through the Swans like an American through a buffet line. But young Swan Errol Goulden said enough is enough and went to work. The Goulden child was everywhere like a Kardashian on social media, racking up 30 disposals, 7 tackles, and 7 score involvements. What was crazy is how Longmire decided to go into the game without his #1 ruckman, Tom Hickey, to face a Bulldogs team with Tim English. Despite Big Tim getting 60 hitouts, 15 to advantage, and the Bulldogs winning clearances by 18, the Swans still won. I think the Swans could have just killed the Bulldogs' finals chances. And didn't the Bont know it? He looked angrier than a kid who got socks for Christmas. Did you see the way he threw his mouth guard? Ouch. And if you're enjoying the show, don't forget to like and subscribe, as it really helps more Aussies get to see the show and helps me make more Aussie friends. I was watching this game and I thought, holy shit, the Lions are actually going to win one at the MCG. And then they didn't. Brisbane, like Stephen May, got milkshamed. The D's forward fooled everyone, kicking 3 out on the fulls in the first half to shake any Brisbane interest in him, then kicked the match-winning goal with only 30 seconds left in the game. Sneaky magic trick, Jake. Brisbane, however, had an even bigger magic trick. It's called the disappearing lead. The Lions led by 4 goals with just 6 minutes to play and blew it. Instead of keeping their foot on Melbourne's throats, Fags decided to park the bus and defend the lead. I guess we have to credit the Briz for finding new and exciting ways to lose at the MCG. They've been doing it since 2014 now. Have to give more credit to Simon Goodwin, though. He chose to play Christian Petrarca mostly forward in a demon side with no Clayton Oliver in the midfield. The track kicked 4 goals for the 2nd game in a row. I mean, he's gonna have to go in for scans of his shoulders the way he's carrying the Melbourne forward line at the moment. And who was Track giving the loser side to at the end of the game? Probably BT for another awesome call. Gotta give props to Viney and Rivers in the last quarter. And Big Maxi Gone, who made the Big O look about 5'7" and left no doubt that he's still the top dog. I mean demon. The team written off more than Tiger Woods' cars this year is back. Carlton pulled off their best win of the season, notching their 4th win in a row by 50+ points. Shit, they've got the Eagles next week. It was the first 4-quarter performance against a quality opposition that I've seen from the Blues in ages. I mean, Port are the real deal. Like top 2 flag contender, real deal. But the Blues said no interstate team is going to win 10 in a row and marvel on our watch. Then Carlton players started dropping faster than my Wi-Fi connection. Always went down just minutes before the game. And Big Harry dropped in the first quarter with a knee. But Jesse Motlop pulled on the boots and kicked 4 amazing first half goals, alongside Jumping Jack, who also booted 4 and was best on ground. Blues fans are now coping with a very strange feeling: hope. Port fans are just relieved they can start calling for Ken Hinckley's head again. Port went into the game with 7 changes, including No Horn Francis and Charlie Dixon, plus the inclusion of team captain Tom Jonas. Did this have any impact on the game? The Blues have to win 5 of their last 6 to make finals, while Port are a shoo-in to finish top 2. And their game next week against the Pies in Adelaide promises to be bigger than the Tour de France, Wimbledon, and the Ashes combined. And I'll let you in on a little secret. I think they're gonna win. OMG! GWS! The Giants came from 17 behind at 3-quarter time to clip the Crows by 14 points in one of the best come-from-behind wins of the year. In his 200th game, Lachie Whitfield was amazing. Josh Kelly was back to his sexy best. And Toby Green was, well, Toby friggin' Green. My Toby crush has gone to way new levels. I'm sorry, JK, but you were the one who left. Did you expect I wouldn't move on? The Crows were primed to jump back into the 8 with this game. But a guy named Sam Taylor crashed the party. And Connor Iden. And Isaac Cummings. Is that Giants backline the most underrated in the competition? They absorbed more Crows attacks than a worm farm. It's the Crows' third loss at home this season. I've loved some of their footy this year, and they've looked possible top 4 at times. But lately, something has dropped off, and I don't know what it is. The Giants, on the other hand, should have their own travel show. They've beaten the Crows 3 times in Adelaide. They've beaten Port 3 times in Adelaide. They've beaten Geelong 3 times in Geelong. But their bogey ground? Monica Oval. They've only won 40% of their games there, and they play the Suns there next week. Adam Kingsley, it's now or never.